Early voting for the November election has started. Across Texas, voters have 17 propositions to vote for. KMR Local 4's Maya Clark has details on the propositions that address taxes, bail reform, parental rights, funding, and more. Take a look.
Several propositions relating to taxes, bail reform, parental rights, clarifying voting rights, and funding, all with different ramifications for the future.
It deals with the Constitution, so it has lots of ramifications on Texans. Now, some of them, it's hard to tell because a couple of the amendments deal with things we don't do, like the death tax one. There's no death tax yet. And if it's enacted, if the constitutional amendment is approved, then there can't be a death tax.
Proposition 11 on the ballot proposes raising the homestead exemption for those who are elderly or disabled, while Proposition 13 works to increase the homestead exemption for all Texas homeowners from $100,000 to $140,000. Rouse shared if approved, these exemptions could directly impact school districts.
The argument is, in some cases, well, the legislature will just replace those taxes with general fund revenues. Once again, when we look into the future, what if we don't have the general fund revenues to replace those? Now, all of a sudden, maybe we'll have to reduce police protection in your city because we don't have enough property tax revenue. So, and the same with school. The challenge is, of course, then if the school doesn't collect the taxes, then they can't use it to educate people. So you have to weigh that, both perspectives on that side.
Also on the ballot is Proposition 3, which, if approved, would require the denial of bail under certain circumstances to persons accused of offenses punishable by a felony.
Essentially what this does is it removes judicial discretion. So if you think the judges can't be trusted, then you'll vote yes. If you want to trust the judges, then you'll probably vote no. But it is interesting how we're trying to restrict, sort of box in judges.
Maya Clark, KMR Local 4 News.
Rouse shared when it comes to non-presidential elections, voter turnout usually declines, but he says these constitutional amendment elections are just as important as they have the potential to impact your life on a day-to-day basis. Early voting for the November election in Texas goes until October 31st, with Election Day happening on November 4th. To see Rouse's full interview and learn more about the amendments on the ballot and polling locations, check out myhighplains.com. The government shut